What's up, YouTube? Bobbles and Ball Cards back with another video. Happy Friday. Happy April 15th. Happy 75th anniversary to Jackie Robinson's debut. Happy Jackie Robinson Day throughout Major League Baseball. Today is an important day in history, as if you don't know already, again, 75 years ago is the day Jackie Robinson made his debut in Major League Baseball, which opened doors for many, many, many players along the way throughout history. Those of you that have been around the channel for a while, you know one thing that I've enjoyed is picking up Jackie Robinson cards, specifically working on the, I guess you would say, the Jackie Robinson run, in a sense. But I really love the history of baseball. I've always felt Jackie is a significant importance to not only the game of baseball, not only to sports, but to society in general. So I've always felt he was a little bit underappreciated or undervalued necessarily in the hobby. And hearing stories, like I've said, from the owner of the Fredericksburg Nationals and learning even more history about him on a personal level from Mr. Silber and his personal interactions with Jackie, it just made me respect the man even that much more intrigued by him, and someone that I just really enjoy when I have the opportunity of picking up his cards. Folks have asked me if I could share my Jackie Robinson collection before. The last one I picked up was the 1950 Bowman. I shared a photo of that. For the tops, it was the 1954 tops. That was the last one I needed for that. And I said I would showcase them all together. I'll be honest, they're nothing fancy, nothing too dramatically exciting, but they are cards that fit what I was able to afford and allowed me to put this collection together. So I will go through them. I will discuss some of the cards, share those with everyone. I know these aren't the type of videos everybody really enjoys. They're not going to get like 10,000 views or anything. But personally, these are some of my favorite videos to do, is sharing my collection. So I'm going to start off with a card that I really haven't ever shown on the channel of Jackie. This is actually the first, I guess I should say, graded Jackie Robinson I ever bought. I bought this, I think, over 5 years ago, if I remember correctly. But it is a 1978 Sport Deck Division Queen of Clubs, and it is a PSA 9. This is a playing card, hence the notation of Queen of Clubs. This was the first graded Jackie Robinson card that I ever purchased. I don't even remember how much I paid for this, honestly, but I wanted a Jackie. I started looking around and came across this one. Thought it was cool. The photo was kind of cool on there. So I picked that one up. That was my first. So I'll go ahead and just do the main cards in order. I won't do them in any... I'll talk about them, but I'll just go ahead and do them in kind of order of what they are. And obviously, I do not have the Leaf, but I do have the 49 Bowman Rookie. The Leaf is a bit pricey when you come across them. This one I actually picked up from a local gentleman. I got this the same time as I bought the 52 Bowman Mickey Mantle, along with several other things from him. So happy to add that. I actually like the Bowman image as well. So there is the 49 Bowman Jackie Rookie. And you follow that up. This is the most recent one. I picked this up at Chantilly. This is the 50 Bowman Jackie. One of the more iconic photos of him. The full body swinging pose. This is a 1, but presents very, very, very nicely for it being a 1. So there is the 50 Bowman, second year Jackie. So put these over here. Alright, next up will be the 52 Topps, card number 312. As many of you know, the neighbor to the famed and acclaimed number 311, Mickey Mantle. Another reason and a great example in the hobby of why I feel Jackie is just significantly undervalued. People say, well, the Mantle is, priced due to scarcity and this, that, and the other, and the story behind it. Well, Jackie Robinson is literally right next to Mickey Mantle. And I don't know about current date, but when I was researching some stuff about the 52 Jackie a while ago, there was actually less in the pop report of Jackie Robinson for 52 Topps than there was Mantle. Now, some could argue, well, Mantles have been resubmitted and that sort of thing, and that may be true. But the fact remains, both of the cards are highly, they're a scarce card. I'm not going to say rare, they're scarce. And yet the Mantle sells way, way, way higher than the Jackie. So something to think about when you're searching for cards that you want for quote-unquote investing. I think this is a card that still has a lot of growth potential to it. Jackie Robinson is a significant individual, again, not only to sports, but society in general. And I feel this card is way undervalued if you compare it to the Mantle. So there is the 52 Topps. Next up is the first Topps Jackie Robinson that I bought. Coincidentally enough, it is also the highest graded one that I have. But here is the 53 Topps, and this is in a 3. Just another iconic image. You could argue like between the 52 and the 53. 52 obviously has the higher significance because of the set, but the 53, this card number 1, Topps doesn't just put anybody as card number 1. So Jackie got the number 1 card in 53. As you also know, top and bottom, or first and last cards usually contain a lot of damage due to people rubber banding piles of cards together. So this is in a 3. I bought this several years ago, much cheaper than it's worth now. But it's just a beautiful copy of it. About the only damage really necessarily is right here in this bottom corner. So there's the 53. And then I have these others I may quite possibly upgrade over time. I just wanted to get them to complete the run. The prices on these I got them at were very, very, very cheap. And again, they don't have to be the highest grade. But here is the 54. And it is in a 1, but as you can tell, it presents much nicer than a 1. It does have a small little corner, like tear, I guess you would say, right there. Corner wear. And then on the back side, it has a little mark right there you can see. But overall, you can still read everything. It presents well. Just cover that up. But there's the 54, which that was the last one I needed for the Topps run. Here is a 55. I bought this from a pawn shop that's locally. I got it when I bought my Sandy Koufax. I paid, I believe, $25 for this. So again, it's an A. It does have some paper loss on the border edges, the corners up there. And then there's some tape down there on the edge. But again, for I believe it was $25, you can see everything, So I thought this was a great copy. And, a little roughness to them. They're vintage. They're not supposed to be pristine condition, so. But there is the 55. And one thing I want you to note, I don't know, if anybody's noticed this. So, the 52, it doesn't have a position on the front of the card. His designated position on the back is second base. So for 52, 53, they have him as second base. For 54, he moved to the outfield, if you notice there on that one when I showed it. Here on the 55, he actually moved to third base / outfield. So he actually went from second to outfield to third base. And it's not often that a second baseman will then move over to third base, especially further into their career, due to arm strength needed and that sort of thing. So that's something else to kind of notate on these cards. But then here is the worst condition-wise one with wrinkles and everything. But again, this was very, very cheap. Here is the 56. And you can see there, this one also, it says just third base. This one is pretty beat up, but again, it was very, very cheap. You can still read everything. So that's the 56. So that is all of the Bowman and Topps Jackie Robinsons. Now, I would like to one day get a Bond Bread. I would love a Leaf. They're expensive. There's also he has a Burke Ross. To my knowledge, he does not have any 51 issues. He does have some exhibits. So there is some other cards out there that could still be had for him. But I have been able to complete the Bowman and the Topps. Very proud of that. Here's another card I've picked up. This is the ASA Life of Mickey Mantle. Chris Sewell showed this off in one of his videos. I went on and found one on ComC. I think I paid under $3 for this card, and I got an 8.5. I didn't feel that was too bad for a card from 1982. And it features Jackie and Mickey Mantle. So, really cool card there. And then, of course, there's the ultra modern stuff today that are put out. I picked a few out here. I didn't grab too many of them. This one you guys might have remembered when I was opening some sets that contained the chrome refractor, like retro cards. There's a copy of the 52 chrome refractor. Nice one there. This is just the Topps gallery, but he's got like that serious look. Look like he's going to go up and knock the hell out of the ball there. And then here was one. I thought this was really cool. One thing I would eventually like to own is a Jackie Robinson autograph. It's something that I found on card autographs are not very available. You can find a lot of cut autos of Jackie, but to actually find a card signed by him is pretty rare. I thought this image was cool because it's actually him signing autographs. So I thought that was really, really cool. Standing outside the dugout, signing some autographs for fans, getting some love and respect as he deserved. So that's all I have for you guys. I really hope you enjoy this. I like sharing the collection, showing you guys like some stuff that I've picked up that I may not have shown in like a mail day or something. showing things, even though I've graded. Some people don't always keep everything they grade. So just kind of show some things that I do have set back and kept back in my collection. And just talking about the hobby, talking about cardboard, sharing some cards maybe people have never seen before. Um, Learning information about the cards. There's stuff I might be able to share with somebody and stuff people can share with me. So it's always fun. I didn't mention there is on the 55, there is a variation to that card. Not the one I have. I had a chance to buy one, but they're pretty expensive and they don't pop up often. But it's called the partial diamond. It's where the little red diamond where the Dodgers logo is. It's not a full actual like baseball diamond. It's cut off on the left side. So that's something to note on them as well. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, comment down below, let me know your thoughts. Tell me what your favorite Jackie Robinson card is. Share any stories that you have about him or collecting him. And as always, guys, please stay safe, stay healthy, and until the next video, I'm out.